Hey guys, welcome back to Grahamhouse Reviews, and today I'm going to be going over the Sonic movie. So, first and foremost, I'm not a kids movie guy, so take this with a grain of salt, but I think the critique I'm about to put down on it is valid because as an adult that's watching a movie about a video game that I grew up with and was one of my favorite games, there's a lot to be said about it. um, so I guess first and foremost, this movie has 2 to 3 nostalgia trips that are over as quickly as they begin, which causes me to it kind of loses me, and I think it lost a lot of the older audience. Um, I went at 5:30 on $5 movie day, and there were a lot of adults brought their kids, but in front of us and to the left a little bit were two people, probably about 18 to 20. They were grown, and I heard them talking about the movie afterwards, and they were like, "Wow, that wasn't what I wanted it to be." And if we want to do a direct compare and contrast with another movie that should have been and was a nostalgia trip, Detective Pikachu. If we look at what Detective Pikachu did right, we see that heck, from the opening scene, we're getting flashbacks from all the references and from all the Pokemon and from all like the battles and from the origin story of Mewtwo. All of that I'm able to look back in on the video games and the Pokemon movie and all of this, and I'm able to go, wow, I feel like I never left. And this is coming from somebody who hasn't played Pokemon in a decade, and it just refreshes me. And do what Sonic did, which is create a movie that is so generic and just doesn't reference enough from, I don't want to say the source material, but enough from when it was being imprinted on today's adults. Maybe if I kept playing the games and could look at it today and play the Sonics that are releasing, I could look at it and go, "Oh, cool. This is a reference to the video game that came out 3 years ago." And I just think there was a complete tonal shift and difference, which isn't a bad thing, but as, a 24-year-old, about almost 25-year-old, it's not good for me. Just not enough of a throwback. The acting wasn't that good. The storyline wasn't that good. It was fine. It was a fun movie. It was exactly what you expect out of a PG-13 movie, a kids movie, but not what you expect out of a kids movie that is about one of the adults in the room's favorite games growing up. So I thought that was a missed opportunity. It could have been held in the same stratosphere as Detective Pikachu. It's not. It shouldn't be, in my opinion. But more importantly, you're not going to be watching this because you want to hear what a 24-year-old thought about a movie directed towards kids. So, like I said, going at 5:30 on $5 night, there were so many children, so many, and they popped for so many things, and they loved so many things about it. And the ending, I heard so many little kids, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool," and all these little things, and that's why you go to this movie. It's so your kids are happy, not so you're happy. Like Detective Pikachu, that was so I was happy. Sonic, it's so some kids are happy, which is good. That's what a PG movie is supposed to do. I thought, diving into kind of how the movie was presented and everything, I thought Jim Carrey was really good. It reminded me a lot of Liar Liar, Jim Carrey, just for the mannerisms and how he was in people's face and how he was telling the jokes, and very Liar Liar. Little bit of fun with Dick and Jane, Jim Carrey. I can't remember the the lead protagonist. He's always in these movies, so I guess he's good for this role. It was unremarkable. One thing that was confusing to me, he had the lead protagonist had a wife, right? And they are never seen hold, to the best of my knowledge, because I noticed it, because it was so weird, so I noticed it. They're never seen like holding hands or like embracing. I don't even think they give each other a kiss during the movie. So for a while, I'm like, is this his wife or is this just like a really good friend? Which, it's a PG movie. You can have a couple holding hands, especially if they're married, for goodness sakes. Like, that's, that's what a PG movie does. So it was weird. I didn't think that the whole fact that the protagonist had a wife was needed. It didn't add anything to the story. It kind of was like more like a crutch. If you legitimately told me that this woman got added in with 3 days left of shooting and was told, hey, you can't edit the story that much, we're right there. You know what I mean? It was, like I said, you're not looking at this for, my opinion. The kids loved it. That's the important thing. Don't dig too deep into it. Like, it's not gonna be up for any animation awards. Now, this is actually a subject that I actually do want to kind of delve into for a second. It could be up for some animation awards, just for the same reason that Bohemian Rhapsody won Best Editing. This could win. Could win Best Animation. And the reason I say that is because we all saw the original Sonic. It wasn't good. So dropping the money and having the animators reanimate everything involving Sonic, great, perfect. Like, that's exactly why Bohemian Rhapsody won Best Editing, because they took chicken shit and made chicken. I don't even want to say chicken salad. Just it's not chicken shit, and it was a presentable movie, so that's why it won. It went from literally unwatchable to watchable, and I think that's what we're seeing with Sonic movie. And I wasn't really keen on a lot of the decisions for like how it was shot, and it didn't really like do the movie any favors. And of course there's like inconsistencies galore, but it's a kids movie. It was fun, So if you want to see a fun movie and you want to take your kid to a movie and they're just going to pop every 5 minutes and this is the movie for you. Don't dig too deep into it. This has been Grahamhouse Reviews. Have a good one.